Hello. Finally. So we have some technical
You're muted.
hiccups.
I think you're muted on stream, Bully.
Oh, excellent. So we're continuing having some technical hiccups. It's fine. It'll be all right. He knows what he's doing.
I know what the problem is. Right there.
He knows what the problem is.
It's fixed. I got it fixed. Ta-da!
So we're once again we're short Ned. Don't know what to say about that. We scared him off, I think.
Gonna make it. No, he's not.
We scared him off because Corgi forced him to take her for a walk.
That's it.
Last
I mean,
time.
or it might have been the joke about how you lost the javelin and your life.
It could have been that, yeah.
Could have been that.
It was only half true.
Mm.
It's half true. You decide the half.
Yeah. Exactly. Bully, would you mind putting some links on there for us?
I don't know how to do that, but Corgi knows how. He can do the links, and I can do the thingy. You could go to the Imgur, into the Discord, into the Discord, in the Imgur, in the
and
X,
all the
in the
socials.
X, and the socials, the Instagram, and the Discord. But that's the place to go, is really Discord. There you go. Done.
Yep.
That's
Professionally.
The most professional introduction ever.
Very professional. Okay, so also we this is episode 29, I want to say. Is that correct, Corgi?
29 sounds
That's
good.
excellent. That's insane. We've almost gone 30 episodes and we haven't even started really with this campaign.
That makes a lot of sense.
Welcome to Homebrew Cafe.
Well, I hope you're not in a hurry. That's what I'm trying to say. The thing is, I feel a bit pressured because Bully is constantly complaining that we're too low leveled.
I like to be high level.
This coming from the guy that keeps dying. Or nearly dying.
I like.
Yes.
Maybe that's why we're too low level.
You should consider not becoming soup if you want to be high level.
Hey, next character I make will be 5th level.
I blame the players anyway. What did we do last time, Corgi?
You had to wait till she had her mouth full. And
Yes,
that's
I was taking a drink of water during you.
I managed it. I managed it this time.
All right, so when we joined our adventurers, they were wandering their way through the mines outside of Tourmaline, and they slowly wander their way deeper into the mines until they hear a kobold's voice speaking in common. It seems that they wish to negotiate with them. They used to live at the foothills of Kelvin's Cairn, though they realize that in some way the head kobold is being deceptive. I didn't put that in here. The head kobold named Trex was being deceptive.
T-Rex.
But they agree to set up a meeting between him and the town speaker. They slowly make their way back through the mines and head back to Tourmaline. They tell Oraris, the speaker, and he agrees to meet with the kobolds. They decide to investigate the speaker's concerns about the militia that same night. They grab a cask of wine and some food and bring it to the barracks to try to learn any more information about Martin, who possibly could be the traitor. Inspecting Martin's room, they don't find anything that is suspicious, but he left as soon as they returned to town and is absent from the party. Pasquale, on the other hand, does not seem to be drinking much and is watching all the members of the group with a very displeased look. Alexica asks Gareth to take her for a walk, And while pretending to go to the bathroom, suggests that she go find which direction Martin's left. And I have a couple of notes. Zamor had placed Hunter's Mark on Pascal, and Alexica and Gareth are trying to investigate the sled marks where Martin's could have gone.
Yes, yeah, we sort of ended up in the middle of everything last week. So that's correct. You guys are outside for a walk. You're trying to find the sled marks or track the sled marks of Martin's, but it's very tricky. You know, it's in the middle of town, and you might be better off just asking around if you want to find out.
Okay. Well,
also, are you all outside or are you still inside some more?
I will join them outside.
Yep. All right. So you leave the barracks. The high spirits in there still. And you come out into the cold dark of nighttime Tourmaline.
Yes, Tourmaline.
Isn't that close in name to a gemstone, Tourmaline?
I think it is the same as the gemstone.
Oh, that's why they have a gem mine here then, I suppose. I never realized. There we go.
I think we talked about that exact thing last week.
I think maybe you and I might have, but
I don't think I was here then. So it's early evening still. It's not very late, and so there are still some people going to and fro.
Does the barracks have a place where they keep sleds and dogs, or is there somewhere in town where they would be easier to find, more common?
Yeah, I think around back here they have a shed with 2 sleds, and there's like a pen for dogs.
All right, but there's nobody around there?
Nope. They're all inside drinking.
Well, maybe perhaps we should go to each of the main exits of the town and see if there's anybody about that we can ask.
Basically, you start milling around sort of the streets here and ask. Some sort of investigation roll, maybe?
Sure. I and Gareth will investigate.
This is like to find somebody to know?
Yeah, who's just to find somebody who's seen them.
All right, I got a 13 and Gareth got a 12.
Yeah, they went, or he went south. You find out. So they, or he went out towards the south. So towards that one. Maybe 2 hours ago.
Well, that's the direction we shall head then.
What time is it that you said?
Maybe 6 o'clock in the evening.
I don't know if we should be traveling at night or not.
You pass by where you found out that the Lang lady was. And as you do, the door to the Lang residence opens, and a person sort of stumbles out and looks around with wild eyes, and then points to the south east. Gosh! You hear a woman's voice. It's a woman. Let me get rid of this enormously irritating repeating message in my head.
When she says it's enormously irritating, is she pointing at anybody?
No, she's pointing at the southeast.
Ah, dang. Ruin my joke, why don't you? No fun. Fun sponge.
I don't think I understand the joke, but that's fine. I'm not American.
Fun sponge. Fun
okay.
and a sponge. You absorb all the fun. You let no fun out.
I see. And Zamor, roll me a will. It's not will. Wisdom, it's called in this system. Roll.
Wisdom?
not a save, just a roll.
What do you think this is, Pathfinder?
This is terrible. This isn't even.
I thought it was roll master for a second.
Hey! Not terrible. 14.
Ooh, not terrible. Yay!
Above 10. We're doing solid.
Yeah. 3 rolls above 10 today so far. It can only get worse. Yeah. And I have a reroll still. Anyway, you as you sort of behold this lady, you suddenly feel a supernatural psychological connection with her, and you hear in your mind the same deep voice that you've been hearing every night, really, since a week or so back.
Mm-hmm.
The same message. And she seems to perceive this as well. So, and she, that it sort of echoes between you.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at you, and she points at you, and she says, "You, it's you!"
Me? I think it's you.
She runs up to you and grabs you by the scuff, and says, "Can you please make it stop? It's driving me potty. I can't sleep, I can't write, I can't do anything."
You hear it too?
Yeah. What? Well, I mean, it depends on what you mean with it, but I can sense that you sense the same thing that I do. It's a very odd language. I don't even understand the message, and it's mostly in the nights, but sometimes it's in the day as well.
She says the exact same message as
Well, do you repeat? Do you sort of try and because she doesn't seem to know the message as such. But if you repeat it to her, she nods and she says, "Yeah, that's what it says." And I keep waking up, pointing to the southeast here, or southeast, or well,
Yes, I've actually done the same.
Actually, she says, "Come in. Let's see if we can figure this out." You can see, by the way, that she has not slept very well, and she's got big bags under her eyes and things. She's maybe in her 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Grayish hair is turning gray.
Mm-hmm.
Can you say, so this is an English question for you. Can you say salt and pepper hair about a lady?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's what she has then.
Okay.
I think I've only ever heard it about men.
Yeah, it's definitely like sort of normally, I guess, would be but like it doesn't matter. It could be. You definitely have a woman with that, and it would make sense. So I'm gonna look at the group.
Yeah.
Kind of like weirdly. Like, follow me?
I'm like, I've got my little head cocked to one side. My ears are like, huh?
He seems to be suffering of the same thing that I am. I think we should just have a conversation with her.
I look over at Gareth and go, apparently she's an idiot who does not have memory of things either.
Not specifically that.
And Gareth's like, I don't think that's what he meant, little dog.
Exactly, yeah.
Well,
And I guess I will make my way into the warm house. I'll kick my boots off, before I enter, of course, politely. I mean, like, to get the snow off of them. I'm wearing them in the house. I ain't taking them off. I'm rude. But I'm also polite.
that is very rude. Well, you come into her house, and she closes the door quickly, and she says, "I'm so sorry for my outburst. My name is Casca Lang. You may have heard of me from such novels such as the Raven trilogy."
oh, wait a minute. Are we looking for her?
We were told that she was experiencing some odd dreams after a meteor fell south of town.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. She says the meteor. Yeah, I saw it. It was like a ball of fire in the heavens, and it was so fast. It just sort of whisked by from the north, and then it must have landed somewhere south of here, and the whole horizon lit up. Lit up faintly, mind you, but still. And yeah, that's correct. It's after that I started having these darnfangled dreams. I don't know if it's connected, but I suspect it might be.
Can I roll? Now, obviously, bear with me. Can I roll for having some knowledge of astrology?
Sure.
Like knowing, or that
I guess it would be history in this.
Yeah, I was gonna say if something that large falling from the sky would explode everything around it.
Right.
Okay.
You can make a roll.
Dirty 20.
So yes, something falling from the sky would explode quite a lot around it, depending on the size of it, of course. But it could cause a crater or something. At least if it fell with these at the speed of an asteroid or something like that.
All right. I make a mental note.
You think though that what she describes is not necessarily an asteroid?
Okay.
It sounds like I don't know the specifics of asteroids, to be honest, but it doesn't sound exactly like an asteroid. It sounds like maybe it wasn't
Earthbound.
maybe it wasn't fast enough, and maybe the angle would have been super weird for it, because it did go straight across town. So the way she describes it, it was fast, but it wasn't as fast as a thing falling from space, necessarily.
Okay. Well, maybe it's just something that came from somewhere.
She looks at Gareth and says, "Do you also have these dreams, big feller? And you little what name? You little sweet cutie thing? What, do you also have them?"
I cross my little arms in front of me and I go, No, I do not. I do not. No.
So it's just you, she says. What's your name?
Zamor.
Nice to meet you, Zamor. Nice to meet you.
I think you
sit
too.
down, have some tea.
Yes. Sure.
Sorry, you were saying?
I don't remember. I think I was just saying yes, it was nice to meet you.
Ah. Yes, indeed. So, who are you fellers, though? I mean, why? I mean, I've since I was a kid, right? Says, I've always had. I've sometimes, since I was a kid, I've sometimes had these sort of premonitions, you might call them, and you know, I've sometimes known that something was going to happen before it happened. Have you ever experienced something like that? Some more?
Nope. This would be my first time at something like that.
What's your background? Where do you come from?
I honestly don't know too much. I suffered some things that led me to not remember much about myself.
Amnesia. Maybe that's the explanation for you, she says.
Yep. I have amnesia.
So what is it you do, you fellers?
We're sort of adventuring.
I'm taking notes now in my book.
Now, when you say adventuring, she in a motion that is eerily similar to your own, Alexica. She suddenly brings up a notebook as well and starts taking notes too. How interesting, she says. Tell me all about it.
Well, I'm not sure now's the time. I'm really very interested in how you think you came across these dreams.
Oh, you're quite right. You're quite right. Maybe I could hire you guys to come back here once we've sorted out this dream issue and be my muse for my next adventure novel.
Well, that surely sounds interesting. Hopefully I remember. No, I do. This presence, does it seem good to you?
Good? Does it seem good? I wouldn't say so. I keep seeing these weird blinking lights and some sort of tentacles. One time I saw a yellow, very creepy eye, and that woke me straight up.
A yellow eye. I don't know if I've seen a yellow eye, but that does sound very eerie.
Have you Sorry?
You've never heard of anything like a nautiloid.
Naughtyloid. Have you managed to translate this strange message?
Oh, yeah. I will give her the translation. I have it down somewhere.
Has she ever heard of a nautiloid? No, I haven't. But Psy crystal, you say?
Yes, Psy crystal.
I've heard of a Psy crystal. It's a some sort of stone, magical rock thing. Crystal, presumably. I've never seen one myself. That grants a person telepathy. If you sort of hone in, or what's the term? Attune to it with your mind.
Okay.
And it's said that the higher or the smarter the person is, the greater the range of this telepathy would be.
I see.
So, wait a minute. So the message is that they want one of these Psy crystals. Is that correct?
Yes, it says they need one. Do you happen to know where
one?
No. Do you happen to know where there might be one?
No. No, I don't.
Good are you then?
Maybe in the mines.
Okay.
I don't know.
We can check in the mine. Near the mines, around the mines. Or with somebody who
I think maybe let's see here. Is there a person here that know about that? Maybe the one of the miners, or maybe the foreman of the miners might be knowledgeable about these things. She says.
I see, yes.
Well, I shall go and see them tomorrow.
Okay.
You're welcome to come with, of course.
Sure. We have time to do that, right? Gareth? Lexical.
Is
Oh.
Corgi?
I'm sorry, typing notes.
We have
looking
time.
through notes actually.
We have time to meet with them tomorrow, or do you think we're going to be somewhere?
Well, quite honestly, we probably need to meet back up with the town speaker tomorrow at some point, so I'm sure we won't be leaving first thing in the morning.
Okay. Sounds good. Yes, we'll be back tomorrow.
Excellent. So now, is there anything more we need to talk about regarding this dream stuff? She says.
Have you seen anything else strange, like in your house?
Have you stabbed anybody in your sleep?
No, I certainly have not. I've not stabbed anybody. I don't normally sleep with sharp objects on my person, you know?
I elbow Gareth and I go, it seems it was a personal vendetta against you.
It was not. You woke me.
Well, I did wake him up quite rudely, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not as if you kicked him. You shook him politely. No reason to stab somebody.
It's hard for me to know what's polite and not polite. He says.
I mean, if we want to discuss polite, actually, when one sleeps, one normally wears some sort of garment when others are about.
That seems very unnecessary. I get too hot.
It's too restrictive.
It's too restrictive, exactly. So then, would you indulge me, she says, and brings out more cakes and things. And tell me all about your adventures.
I take the plate of cakes and slowly like watch everybody and like kind of slide it towards myself. and then just like Yoshi, I'm like, oh, whoa. and that's what I'm doing. I don't know what the rest of you are doing.
Let's see. Well,
you know, I am playing into my character. Corgis overeat and have a tendency of getting obese very easily. Just saying.
I know.
Okay. Well, I think we have everything we need here. We can head on to where we're supposed to be going and then come back.
All right.
Sounds like there's a dragon outside, so we better get going.
Dragon?
You hear the song? In the music, there's like a dragon flew by.
What am I playing anyway? Oh yeah.
Feels like battle music, to be honest.
There's a battle going on outside.
I don't know. I think maybe you're hearing something I'm not. It's very calming, this.
Oh. Just switched.
Yeah.
Ice Dragon by Tabletop is playing. Or was playing. Now Ambient by Kevin MacLeod.
And we can put some more stuff on it as well. There we go. Okay. So you head out. She looks a bit disappointed that you wouldn't regale her with some more tales of your marvelous adventures. But
What a time.
Perhaps at another date when things are less perilous.
Indeed. So you look south here, and you see the road out of Tourmaline, going along Mare Dualdon's sort of southeastern shore. And it's almost weird to you now that there's open water on the mare. You're so used to everything being ice and snow, and you know.
Let's have a good current.
Yeah. Currently, it does.
No. Banned.
Banned.
Fine, you try and play the game without me. No, as you stand there looking, you don't really see anything to begin with, at least. But then you see a lantern in the distance on the road. And after a while, you start seeing that it's a sled with 4 dogs and a person sort of on the back driving it. And as the person comes even closer, you see that it's probably Martin on his sled.
Is he close enough to probably see us?
I don't know. He has not seen you. It doesn't look like it anyway. He's just sort of, going this way. And it's unclear whether he's going to go left or right at these houses here.
I guess I will go down this alleyway here.
And sort of try and hide a bit?
Yeah, just, act a little casual.
Yeah. Well, he swoops past quite hastily, sort of this direction, and then in here, and he goes around the corner and is out of sight, unless you follow him, of course.
You should probably follow him, yes? Stealthily?
So which way did he go? Sorry, I was typing notes.
He was going
Like
this way.
Yeah.
And then just spin around the corner.
And as they rode by, it is definitely Martin's.
Yes, it was Martin's.
Okay.
Looking pretty tired and beat.
follow him and see where he goes.
All right. Said and done. You go up here, and you can, if you hurry, you can just about see him turning around the corner here.
Okay.
All right. So, I guess what we'll do is, because the dog sleds. Where did you say the dog sleds were?
Back here.
Okay. I'm going to like take a path to like this way instead of going this way. And that way we can say that we went pay. You know, when people see us coming from this way.
Yeah. Okay, so you go to here, sort of, and then approach the town hall and the barracks from the south. All right. Well, as you come up to them, you can hear the dogs barking loudly around.
What are they saying?
You don't know, or do you actually speak with dogs?
I speak dog.
Okay. Well, it's a lot of welcome back, and stuff like that. You know.
Person.
It's the most useless talent I possess, and I love it.
Feed me, person. Feed me, person. Yay. Welcome back.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then I guess I would go back in the town hall.
Yeah. Well, you go into the barracks, or
yeah, that's what I mean, the barracks.
Yeah. And Martins is in there. He's just getting out of his winter clothes, and the party seems to have died down somewhat. A lot of people are sort of sleeping their drunkenness away, and the other two.
I pick up a glass of wine and take a sip.
The other two, I've called them veterans here, but the other two sergeants, I think I called them before, Pascal and Sasha. They're sitting down at a table, sipping some wine, and seem to be talking to each other and waiting for Martins to join them. And the three of them look up when you come in and say,
I'm just how do I do it? Drunk Alexica.
performance. That's how you do it.
Okay, performance. 19.
You're a very convincing drunk Alexica. So.
Oh, Martin, this is such a delight to see you back. Oh my gosh, we started this party and then we learned that you weren't here, and then this happened, and then I went pay, and now the party is gone. What has happened?
Well, he says, fancy meeting you here. No, I had a bit of an errand I had to run. Sorry about that. But I'm back now.
Have some wine. There's plenty of wine. Hopefully, there's plenty of wine left. Have some.
I will.
I brought salted fish.
Oh, nice, he says. So after a while, he sits down with the other two, and they invite you to sit down as well and share a glass of wine.
I start acting with my 19. I start acting like you're that drunk where you're like starting to fall asleep a little bit. Your head kind of bobs down and then you're awake. And then you look at somebody and go, wait, now if 2 + 1 is 3, then why is 1 + 2 8?
1 + 2 is also 3.
Yeah. Sasha says 1 + 2 is also 3.
And then I start counting my fingers.
Maybe you need to go and sleep it off, they say.
My head starts bobbing again.
What do you do some more?
I also pretend to be drunk.
Okay. Okay. Performance then.
I can do this.
Yes. You've rolled well all evening,
10.
That's not bad, So I think they think that you guys are drunk, both of them, especially, or both of you, especially Pascal and Sasha, because they saw you here before at the party and things like that. So that's fine. And do you try and because these three are weirdly quiet here now. They're like the conversation they had when you came in that has stopped, and they're sort of looking at you as if you want something. So what is it you're trying to sort of do here?
Make a situation awkward. Apparently, it's doing great.
We're doing a great job.
We're doing great.
Let me see what is here. What do I have? Hmm. Now that I've been here and I've met several of the guards.
Yep.
Would it be safe to say that I've learned like kind of the ranks, like the person who is in what rank of the militia here locally?
Yeah. It's very simple, you see. There's a sort of a leader, which is Ansgar, and there's three sergeants, which is the three people sitting in front of you, Pascal, Martin, and Sasha. And then there's the rest.
Okay.
And in total, they are not exactly many. There is, give me a second here. I think I said 50, but I'll double check. Yeah, around 50 in total. Of the others, so to speak. And then there's these four leaders.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just going to is there a fire going in this place?
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to go over to the fire and curl up in front of it and pretend like I'm going to sleep.
Well, actually, Sasha stands up and she says, "Look, we do appreciate you bringing all this stuff over here, but we do have some business to attend to. So if you wouldn't mind seeing yourself to your, is it the east side you live at?
Oh, it's somewhere.
Yeah.
We can get you an escort if you want. I can wake some of the lads up.
No, it's okay.
But,
We'll go.
It's not far.
We don't want to wake her. We'll leave her there. She'll get up and leave when she's ready. Well, I'll see you guys tonight.
I do. Okay, you can persuade her, but she seems to insist that you should take her under your arm and walk off.
Come on, real good.
Oh yeah. 23.
She shakes her head. Okay, whatever. Just go, the two of you.
All right, so me and Gareth,
we'll sort her out.
Me and Gareth leave, and we leave the sleeping dog where it lies.
Yep, like sleeping dogs lie. Brilliant. Okay, well, as soon as you guys leave, the three of them, they sort of say, okay, well, you can hear them, of course, Alexica. Okay, well, we'll have to continue this discussion later. We need to go. We need to sleep so we can attend our duties tomorrow, as normal. We need to keep the town safe. That's
Which one says that?
you think that's Pascal saying that?
Because I would know Martin's, and then Sasha's was a girl.
She's a lady, yeah.
So.
Yeah, you think it's Pascal saying that. And they sort of disperse and go to bed.
All right. Do I hear anybody in their rooms? Did like two of them go to the rooms?
Yeah. The other one, again, you think it's Pascal. You think it's Sasha and Martins that has their rooms in this barracks, and the other one seem to go outside in the back door, so the door in between the barracks.
Oh, like they're going over to the other building?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll lay there for a little bit to see if anything happens.
Yep. There's a lot of snoring and things like that going on. They seem to sleep very heavily. And sort of 10 minutes later, you hear a door open. And somebody trying to sneak out in between the doors again. Or in between the barracks again. And they're doing a good job. They're being really quiet, actually.
When we left, we went up like a block and then hid behind one of the buildings.
All right. So you're up there-ish.
All right. And I would assume, because I heard a door, it has to be either Sasha or...
Yeah.
Or well, one of them or Martin's, I guess. I don't know which one went to bed here.
No, you don't actually, yeah.
Oh, right.
The door, the outside back door closes. And the person is not in here anymore.
Oh, right. I stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And I go look down where the doors are, and I see if either of them is open.
They're not.
I will sneak. With an 11.
Yep.
Jesus, rogue.
Where are you sneaking?
Over to Martin's door, and I just want to like listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
To see if I hear anything inside.
Roll with this is one of those advantage rolls, right? For you?
Yes.
This is hearing, yeah.
Well, no. It's not advantage.
It's plus,
I get double.
You get double. You get
a double
expertise on top of your expertise.
I have proficiency, or I have expertise, and then I get +2 more proficiency. It's weird. It's weird. It's fine.
You get double. You know what it is. You roll it.
I know what it is. It's fine. 17.
You don't hear any sounds from in there.
Okay. So I'm going to assume that it was Martins that left then.
You can follow.
I was just thinking, what I want to do. I am... Okay, out of all of the people that were members of the militia, were there any that were like halflings or dwarves?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Are
Are you
there any
gonna
that were
suit up?
halflings? Huh?
Are you gonna suit up?
I was just gonna look and see. Are there any of them that are sleeping in this room right now,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
on the floor?
Well, in one of the bunks, you know.
In one of the bunks? Okay. Was there one that I saw here that isn't here bunking?
Yeah. I mean, some of them sleep here, some of them go home to sleep, and they have a whole shift system going
Okay.
on. And you suspect even that there might still be one or two patrols that aren't completely drunk that are trying to keep order in the town here.
All right. I will go ahead and where is it? Where are you?
Christmas.
It's almost midsummer's bully.
Okay, so
She said, "Where are you, Christmas?" Though.
Oh yeah.
I am going to pull out the necklace of disguise self,
Yes.
and I'm going to transform myself into one of the halflings
Right.
that I
The one
saw.
that isn't here.
Yes.
Yep.
And then I will.
What's your intelligence bonus?
What's my intelligence bonus? It's a +2.
All right. Good. Yeah.
And then I'm going to, I guess, walk out of the barracks, that
Yep.
back alley door.
Yeah.
Um.
Outside of there, there's nobody there. You see, straight in front of you, actually, you see another door leading to the other barracks. And roll one of those listening tests again.
Okay. Oh, this is not good.
It's very windy, and the wind sort of blows straight into your ear, and you have disadvantage on hearing tests for the next hour or so.
Oh, that's just rude now.
You know, it's like when somebody accidentally, when you're swimming, and somebody accidentally splashes water straight into your ear, and you just can't get it out, you know?
Yep.
So rude. So
And then you get
rude.
an ear infection, and yeah.
Well, maybe that's you. Got your
Yeah.
weenie little ears. Whatever. All right, so I'm assuming that these barracks have windows.
They have tiny little round windows, yes, and you can see light in two of them.
All right, I am going to, I guess, scuttle over towards that window and look around it and see if I see the guys.
Yeah. Well, the first window is into the barracks itself, and the light is coming from the fireplace. The
Okay.
other window is into Pascal's room, and you can. It's the glass is thick and sort of not well blown and things, so you can sort of distortedly see them. Pascal and Martins.
Do
And
I
they
see?
seem to have a conversation.
All right, I'm going to look around and see if I see Gareth and Zamor.
You don't.
Okay, I will attempt to listen.
Right? You can roll listen.
A disadvantage?
Yeah.
Butthead. Good. Oh, I got a 24 and a 9.
It's not hard to hear though. So you do hear although you don't, maybe you're not catching the entire conversation, and also you ended up in the middle of it. But it's Martin's talking anyway. He says, I went to the drop off and I left the note there, and then it's something you can't hear quite, and then I went back as soon as I could, and I think, but the problem is, right, I think that they're on to us because you know, they've been hanging around here a lot. They saw me, I think, coming in. I think I saw them when I came into town, although I can't be sure. So I don't know what we're gonna do. And then Pascal mumbles something in reply, and you can't quite make it out. I know. Martin says that oh man, names. That Scath wants us to not help out in the mine, but it seems like they've already sorted that out more or less. So I mean, I think the best thing we can do is to just, you know, go along with it and try and maybe take credit for it. Pascal says, "Why did you go down there with them? Now you made it look as if we've done it, you know." And Martin says, "Well, I didn't have any choice, you know. He cornered me more or less, you know, or us, and I couldn't say no, and I wanted to keep track of them as well. I didn't really help them out much, you know. Of course, when we were attacked by the horrible Grell thing, I had to help out, you know. That was in my best interest too, you know. Otherwise, we all would have died. But I don't know. They sort of forced our hands, didn't they?" "Well, you know," Pascal says, "we might lose our jobs over this, for sure. Then what are you gonna do?" "I don't know," says Martins. And they sort of grow quiet and seem to ponder something.
Right. I guess I'll stay and listen for a few more moments, and if I don't hear anything else, I guess I will like step away from, you know, like sneak away from the window and start making my way back to the east side.
You do hear something more after sort of half a minute or so. Martins, he says, "You know what? That's it. I'm out. I'm not gonna work with them anymore. I've had enough. You know, I have family here and things, and sure, things are hard, but that money isn't worth it. So you tell Skaith that I'm out, all right?" And then he turns around and walks out into the barracks, and that's probably when you feel a need to scuttle away and hide, because you suspect he's gonna walk out again and into his room.
Oh, okay. So at that, yeah, I'll go ahead and make my way back to the east side.
Yep. Well, as you come up here, you run across Gareth and some more, and you all head to the east side.
You guys are standing there, and this random halfling comes up to you, one that you saw at the party.
Yeah.
And then they start, "Oh, I got some fantastic information."
Oh, yes?
"Not gonna question anything about this, huh?"
Who are you?
It sounds exactly like Alexica.
Not realizing that I'm still, not even thinking about it, you know, just so excited about the information I got. I don't even think about the fact that I am still in disguise, and I start making my way back to the east side, talking, like, oh, we just had so much fun tonight. It was such a great time. I do enjoy a good party.
Oh yes.
Alexica, is that you?
Of course it is me. Are you silly? Have you had too much to drink?
It's just that you look kind of different.
I look down at my hands and I go, oh, well, pish posh. That's fine. We'll take care of that later.
How does that thing work, by the way, Alexica? Does it, do you know? Or Corgi, can you smash it at will?
It is... Where are you? Necklace of Disguise Self. Will cast Disguise Self that lasts for 24 hours. Can be dropped at will.
Yep.
And recharges at sunrise.
That's
Oh, there you
Viskin.
go.
Yes.
It is Viskins, yeah.
It is Viskins.
All right, you guys, do tell them everything, Alexica.
Yeah, once we're back to the room, I will tell them quietly. I'll try to be very hush about it. You know, in case the ears have walls. And
Right.
yeah, and tell them what I learned.
The ears have walls, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, this is actually quite a well-insulated room, you discover, because the acoustics in here are, you know, it doesn't seem to bounce off the walls very much and things like that. It could be something with the fact that it's the walls are covered in snow from the outside. Also, there's no windows and no doors, so you feel fairly secure here, unless there's a fire.
Is this the place we have to? Yeah, this is the place we have to tunnel into.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. So yeah, you relay all the information quietly, and all the while Gareth is laying outstretched on the bed, ready for sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I throw the blanket over him.
Sure.
I guess I turn back to myself and I say I guess we can inform the speaker in the morning of what we have learned, give him the information, and he can do what he wills with it. I mean, we are going to be heading out of town sometime today. We might be able to find this drop on our way, but that's... I mean, I don't see it having to be a necessity.
Yes. Maybe we should just inform the speaker. And if we find it, we find it.
Yeah.
And who is... Does anybody know who this Scythe is?
Okay.
Scath.
Yeah.
Does anybody know who this Scath is?
No. Never heard of them before.
No, you haven't, I don't think.
I have amnesia. So if it hasn't happened in the last 2 weeks, I don't know what it is. Mm-hmm.
You can, of course, ask around.
I believe it is probably one of those things that the more we ask around, the more we put a mark on ourselves.
You just say that because I suggested it.
Yes.
You're so suspicious. I don't know what I've done or done to earn that reputation.
Suspicion?
Oh, hold on. Let's ask Viskin. Good skin.
All right. So I guess with that, I will take a few notes in my book.
Yep.
And I would write this information down, but I would probably write it in a certain code, like a code.
Like thieves can't.
Except maybe like coded thieves can't, like shorthand thieves can't. Like we read somebody's notes and it's just shorthand, and you kind of have no idea what it says, but they do. That's what it would be in.
So you would write it
Without mentioning specific names, except
Maiden.
for maybe Scath, so I don't forget it.
Yeah. So this is interesting, right? I've just looked up what shorthand is in Swedish, and it's stenography.
Yep.
Or stonography, which is kind of interesting. Which is from the Greek stenos, which means crammed, and then of course greifen, which means writing. So crammed writing.
Yes, exactly. Crammed writing.
Okay, yep, you can do that, and the night passes, except for the fact, of course, some more, that you have this horrible dream once again. Nautilus down. Emergency protocols enabled. Crew safe, but vessel in peril. Psy crystal needed. Come at once. And you wake up sweating, pointing in a general sort of this direction.
Anybody else awake?
Nope.
Oh. And I'll try to go back to sleep.
Gareth is snoring. He's making it difficult for you. But in the end, you guys can take a long rest. I see you're down some hit points for some reason.
There it goes. Yay.
And you go through the tunnel up to Martha, have your morning porridge, and step outside ready for another cold day in Tremorlane. So now, if I understood it correctly, you have 3 things on the agenda, maybe 4. Speaking to the speaker, speaking to the miner's boss, and possibly negotiating with the kobolds, and also going south to Targos. So, what do you want to do?
Why are we speaking to the miner's boss about the Psy Stone?
Yeah, the Psy Crystal, yeah.
Okay. Alright, I guess, we would probably make our way to... I guess we'd make our way to the town hall.
Yep.
If you're cool with that, Bully.
Yep.
And whenever I see any of the guards, unlike me, she has a very good memory for names, but she remembers them just slightly wrong. So she's saying, like, she would say hello to, like, somebody named, like, Featherfoot, and she would be like, "Hi, furry feet!"
Yeah, well, they sort of look slightly perplexed, but they do wave and say, "Good morning to you."
And I'll be like, on our way to go see if we can negotiate with the kobolds. This is going to be so much fun.
That wasn't Eric Hopra. Why would he have furry feet?
Oh, it's okay, Zamir. It'll be fine.
Some more.
It's very strange, Gareth says, that you can remember not my name, but and your own, but nobody else's.
Well, you did save my life. But I don't know what you mean. I mean, I remember everybody's name. It's one thing. I'm really good at names.
You're really good at butchering them, he says. And, well, anyway, you arrive in the town hall, and Horus is there. He's flapping around a bit, actually. He's sort of, where's my winter coat? I need my winter coat. And, you know, it seems like he's getting ready to go out. Oh, hello, he says. Any
Getting
news?
ready for your meeting with the kobolds today?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Do you want to come along?
Do you have time for a little bit of news before we leave?
Yes, sure, I do.
I tell him it's a very sensitive matter.
Let's
Wink, wink, wink.
go to my office. And you go to his office.
All right, I I look around the room and I grab a piece of parchment off of his desk and his ink quill, and I write down that it is, as you feared, Pascal seems to be the leader in the town. He was working with Martins, and Martins has decided to no longer work with the group. They were making drops outside of town. We will investigate that if we can find it.
But to whom? Did you find out anything definitive about that? Although, I will probably get a chance to ask Pascal myself.
I would suggest, or it was some discussion about a scath.
Scath? He says, that's the captain in Targos.
The
Captain
militia
Scath.
captain.
Yes. Well, there we have it then, he says. Excellent work.
You didn't learn it from me. You learned it from one of your militia members because I am a good dog. I mean, a good corgi.
Of course you're a good dog, he says.
A corgi. I'm a fake corgi. Darn it, you guys have me saying things now.
I mean, he says, to be fair, a corgi is a type of dog, so...
But I am a fake corgi. I am not a dog. I don't go bark bark unless I want to. I don't have to.
I expect that it's the same for dogs.
Well,
It's just that they want to more than you.
You just know more than one language?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when they bark, they are saying things. Usually, they're rather jubilant or hungry or eager. I mean, not anything competent. They couldn't teach a class
Sounds like you.
at the Lorehold College of Chaos like I can.
No, that's for sure. I'm not saying you're like them. Well, I'm saying you're like them. I'm not saying you are them. He says. Also, why aren't you over there teaching classes, by the way? Just out of interest, he says. Just making conversation.
Oh, well, I actually have some theories that I came here to Prime to investigate.
Oh, what's those theories?
Oh, that this is the part of the world that the end of the world will begin.
Say what now?
That this is the part of the world that the entire world will end, starting here.
Why would the world end?
Oh, because mankind is full of chaos. All of us are full of chaos, and we cannot help ourselves. It is just generally our nature. At least that's the theory that I stand by. And right here seems to be like the area where all of the chaos seems to be congregating into one place.
Like right
chaos.
here? He points to the floor.
Well, I mean in the 10 towns.
Oh, okay. I don't think you're right. I mean, we have a very ordered system here in Tourmaline anyway. We have a good guard, generally speaking. We have a good business. The fishing is good. We have a mine. What's chaotic about that? Now, where is my darn-fangled winter coat? He says.
Well, I mean, maybe not here in Tourmaline, but you are literally, I think, the only town speaker that we have met that hasn't. No, you had a crime against you as well. Never mind, at least you're alive.
Yes, I am grateful for that, of course, he says. You know what, he says. Speaking of that, you seem to have met a lot of the town speakers, and you seem to have a very low opinion about them. How
Yeah,
about
6
when
feet
next
under.
we have... Sorry?
I said, yeah, they're 6 feet under.
Oh, but I'm sure there's people ready to step in. But anyway, what I was gonna say is maybe next time we have a speakers meeting, you should accompany us or accompany me, so you get to meet them all. You know, you are after all quite renowned around here now as heroes of the 10 towns. You know, and it might be interesting for you to sort of.
Oh, well, if I'm around, then
there's
that would be a
buffet as well.
delight. It would be a delight if I am here. And then I'm going to take the piece of paper that we wrote everything on, and I'm going to throw it in the fire.
All right.
And make sure it burns.
Yeah. You make sure. Okay, well, are you accompanying him to the mines?
Do you wish for us to be there for the negotiations?
For sure. I mean, yeah, why not?
Oh, okay. Then I guess, yes, we shall accompany you.
All right, let's see here. Let me just set this up a little bit. Him. Do we have an icon for the speaker? That's the question.
I don't know.
I know. The ORS. ORUS. We don't. Okay, well, let's see here what happens if I do that. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Let's just go for a commoner then, or something, right?
That's fine.
Find a commoner. It's easier said than done, to be honest. There we go. Okay, so you all take the walk over to the mines and you enter in there. There is a kobold stood guard at the entrance, and he squeaks and says, "Crack!" And then he runs off, and a few minutes later, Trex arrives with an escort of Grekens, Scrop, and Vought. And Gareth, the Aurorus is, he steps in and he says, "Hello, you're Trex, I assume. I've heard so much about you." And, you know, they start talking for a bit. And then, all of a sudden, something happens. Of course, Trex, all of a sudden, he starts sort of involuntarily jerking and spasming. And
I kick Zamor as hard as I can.
Yeah. you get kicked some more.
The
Oh.
cute
And,
little puppy leg that does 0 damage because I have -1 strength.
Yeah, that's right. I was just gonna say you take 1 point of damage some more, but you don't actually. You hardly notice it, in fact. Well, out of Trek's mouth, all of a sudden, there's this weird, ethereal substance coming out, and you guys have sort of a second here to see something as it goes straight into the mouth of.
Hey, don't we have a reaction since I kicked him?
Okay, we can actually roll initiative and see what. Go.
And then Gara. Now the music's odd. We're in battle and it's pretty little piano tinkles.
Yeah. Gareth. Oh yeah, you can't roll for him, right?
I rolled a 21. You can add him.
All right. Okay, cool. Sort. There we go. So Gareth can do something. So what you see is this ethereal thing spew out of his mouth, Trex's mouth, and he screams in panic and convulsions, and then it sort of takes on this slightly humanoid form and aims straight for Oerus, but Gareth can do something in between.
Let's see.
He's in front of him.
Yeah, I was gonna say
instead.
he is going to shove Oaris back, like grab him and throw him back behind him.
Roll athletics for that.
Fark.
Just...
Fark.
Oh, Martins is here. He's not here actually. So okay, you obviously you managed to grab some more instead and toss him back.
Oh no!
Too many cloaks. That's what it was. Too many cloaks.
Yep, too many cloaks spoil the broth. Okay, is the weird ethereal thing's turn, and it sort of seems to seep into every pore of our the speaker, and he sort of also starts convulsing. And then you hear him say, "Finally, I'm rid of that kobold." And it's Alexica's turn.
All right. So, having at least a little bit of knowledge about what I know. Yes. Obviously, this is some sort of possession. What can I roll like an arcana to see what I know about possession?
Sure.
A dirty 20.
Let's see here. So Oh, he actually gets a saving throw, by the way. Let's roll that first.
I was wondering about that, but I
Nope, he failed. So.
okay.
So when you're possessed, you don't have control of your body, but you're still aware of everything that happens. You can't target the thing possessing somebody with attacks, spells, or other effect, except for ones that turn undead. Yeah. And usually the possession stops if you drop somebody to unconsciousness. Or if the possessed creature itself wants to, or if the possessing creature itself wants to stop it. You can make it uncomfortable for the possessing creature to stay in the body by casting things like Dispel Evil and Good, things like that on them.
Okay.
Also, if you have been possessed and you stop being possessed, you think that there is a grace period where you can't be possessed again by the same creature.
Ah. So we just gotta let it possess all of us, and then.
Well, we've already been through that once.
You have actually. Okay, but I think with the speaker's newfound friend, that's where we're going to end it. Well, we'll see.
I take a dead rack out of my jar and shove it in his mouth.
Ooh, yum, he says. No, we'll just end it here on a bit of a cliffhanger, and we'll see how you deal with this next time.
Okay.
So, can we have some links and things?
Go to the links. Check out the Discord. It's the only one that matters. No, the Imgur is good too. You can get some maps
There's
that
maps.
are being used in other campaigns.
That's it.
And
So
that's it.
you should do that. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully next time Ed will be here so we can get some order in this house.
And we won't have any technical issues to start it off.
Right. But you know, we sorted it out, or you sorted it out.
I did.
So we're all good. Yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. And on Wednesday, there's something going on as well, I think. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye.